When we open the door, we unlock the door, whether it's one customer or 10 walking in, we surround that customer, and when that door opens up, we give them the biggest round of applause and all the cheering and hoorahing we can do. And when they ask me why we're doing this, I say because we're celebrating the fact that, one, we've got another day where our business is open, and we're celebrating the fact that someone actually chose to come and participate in what we're doing. I would have to say my journey with the Breakfast Klub started with my love for fellowship and food and great flavor. My father was the inspiration behind me wanting to create spaces where people come and enjoy themselves. He was my inspiration behind being an entrepreneur, and he was my inspiration behind great flavor. The creation of TBK's menu was looking at things that we didn't have in the city of Houston that may have been done in other spaces that needed to come to Houston. So for example, the fish and grits is a big thing on the southeast coast. And when I was in undergrad, some of my buddies who were from Florida, Georgia, Alabama, they would always talk about fish and grits, but no one served it here in the city of Houston, right? So looking at, I believe entrepreneurship, my definition of entrepreneurship is looking at the marketplace and filling a void that the marketplace is calling for. And one of the things that drove bankers crazy, and probably why they never gave me money when I was trying to launch the concept, was they asked me to give a target demographic. And my idea, hence the name The Breakfast Klub, was this is a party in the morning and everybody's invited. And I stuck to that, and I was deliberate in trying to make sure that we were not defined as one type of place for one type of person. I watched a guy, I don't know what he did, but he fit the VP, corporate role, right?
Okay.
Pulled up in his white Lexus coupe, right, convertible, gets out, he's got the silver gray, shiny hair, nice suit, nice glasses, the whole nine. And he gets out, fixes himself, gets ready to walk into the restaurant, and right next to him, a guy pulls up in a backhoe, and he parks it right next to the Lexus coupe and gets off of it in his overalls and his boots and his hat, and he walks right into the store and gets right in line next to the VP guy. So you got this backhoe parked next to the Lexus coupe, and you got this guy in these overalls standing next to the guy with the $5,000 suit on. This is what the Breakfast Klub is about. The first time we got a review, I had no clue. A customer was sitting in, and he just walked in randomly, and I noticed that there were a couple of people walking in, and I was like, okay, we're getting a little traction. And so he's sitting there, and I'm walking around the room just talking to people, and it's not a lot of people in the restaurant, but it's more than we've had, right? Yeah. So it's, instead of the 2 people, it's now 10. And so I'm excited because we've got 10 people in the restaurant at one time. So I stopped and I talked to one of the guys and asked him how everything's going. And he said, man, this is great, I love this. And I walked away. He said, did you know you made the paper this morning? I said, no, I had no clue. I made the Houston Press. I got a review from the Houston Press, and it was favorable, and that was the start to the recognition, right? And from there, it went from local to, because the next one was the Houston Chronicle, to My Table, which was statewide, and another statewide magazine. And then from there, we got the call from USA Today, where they ranked us as one of the top breakfast restaurants in the nation. Then it hit Forbes, and then it hit Esquire. And then the big call came from Good Morning America, right?
So no big deal.
Yeah.
We got a call from Good Morning America.
Yeah, we got a call from Good Morning America, right? And after that, it was, as they say, it was on and popping. Going on 19, 20 years ago, I had a dream, I had an idea, and here we are. We're about to celebrate our 17th year in business. People have supported us, they participated. So one thing I want people to know is I am truly grateful for the love and kindness and generosity that they've shown and shared with me and my family and my business and my entire team. So I'm grateful. I'm Marcus Davis, steward of The Breakfast Klub. Come join us for a cup of coffee.